everyone, it's Angela Stevens, and it's the end of a day. And I wanted just to touch base with you because I think a lot of us come in the morning and we're not focused and we don't have our stuff together. And so I was really thinking about how I ended my day and how I started my day. And so I just wanted to share some tips with you that I think you might find very helpful. So the first thing in the morning, when you get up and get dressed. I know if you work at home, you're probably going to argue with me. And if it works for you, that's great. But for me, when I'm working from home or working remotely, if I'm not up and dressed and kind of have it together, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm an iced tea drinker. So if I don't have that, I am not myself. And it takes me about a couple hours before I really am on. And I want to talk to you about that because I think all of us have a time block where we're doing great, we're making progress, we've got it going, but you can't be on if you don't have a plan for that time. So in the next week, kind of carve out what was your on time, what was your time that you just didn't get things done. I got a few things that might help you. Okay, so first of all, one thing I heard the other day on another podcast was worry. All right, so if you're worried about something, write it down, try to deal with it. If you can't, kind of put it to the side if you need to work and deal with it later. Okay. Because sometimes, what we worry about doesn't even happen. Right. So try to write it down and just put it away for a little bit so that you can get your day going. All right. Second thing, as many of you know, we have a company that has calendars and legal pads. And that's not what this is about, but I do want to show you because this is what I do. I'm going to just show you what I do. So this is my calendar right here. Okay. I love this so much. You know why? Because I'm hard on things. I flip things, I throw them in my bag. This has a spiral bound cover. The cover on all of our products, you can't bend them, break them, scratch them, tear them. It's my kind of products. But I want to just share this with you. So in the middle, this is my monthly view. Okay. And the reason I want to show you this is because inside our calendars, we have a to-do list. And we had a Marine, I hope he's listening, but we had a Marine that called us the other day and said that he told his whole unit to buy these calendars. And it was such a wonderful call to get. So email us, write us if you like our products. But I wanted to share this with you because this is a weekly breakdown on one side. You can see that. And then on the other side, we have a to-do list and an appointment list. And then we highlight the week that you're working in. But here's the cool thing. Okay. So when I have meetings with my remote staff, I have them write down everything that's going on in this column right over here in the appointments or the to-do. Maybe over here if it makes sense. But because in 3-4 months, if we're planning a project, my staff will say, but wait a minute, in January, we decided to do XYZ. It's not on a sticky note and it's right here. There is also in the front of this calendar, there is important dates that you can write down. And then also our goals. And it's really important to know what your goals are. And so keep that in mind. But anyway, and then so what I do now, mine's not going to be fully looked, together, but this is my matching legal pad to-do list. And I live and breathe by this. So what I'm saying is write down everything you need to do, but make a block and make it your on time and your off time. For me, my on time, I would say, is about 9:30 to about 1 o'clock. And then I work through lunch mainly, and then sometimes I'll go till 2. And then I notice myself kind of going down at the end of the day and doing more paperwork. But in terms of making those calls, I do that in that time because that's when I'm on. And I think we all know ourselves a little bit where we know you're on or you're not. So really know yourself and map it out. If you need to make like a timely diary, like write down, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, be aware of when you have your on times. And I think you're going to be really surprised because I'm surprised. Mine changes a little bit, but I think you're going to be surprised. And so check those out. But I do want to show you, and I'm going to go over some other things on our next podcast, but I do want to show you our new products. They're being shipped in right now, literally. But I'm so excited about this because these are great. Love these more than anything. Okay. So buy them with your calendar. You'll love them. Okay. But I don't know about you, but when I need something and somebody's calling me and I'm looking for a piece of paper or I've got that idea and I've got to write it down. I can't find anything. I'm writing on the back of like an envelope that's probably really important, right? So we came up with this product. And I was going through the airport. This is how it came about. We were going through the airport. I was traveling actually by myself. And I was thinking, okay, I've got to focus. I've got to focus. And then it was like, I've got to refocus on the go. Refocus on the go. So that is our new line. And just so you know what they are, they're very simple. You're gonna love them. They are basically, they're basically notepads. And what I mean by that is they're different. They have our refocus on the go with the clock on the bottom, but the cover, you can't bend it, break it, scratch it, tear it. Again, spiral binding. This costs more to make. You guys probably have no idea, but it does. But I'm so particular because I think people throw things in their bag or throw them in. And the last thing I want you to do is have a notepad with some really important notes that looks like it all fell apart, right? When you're in a meeting. So anyway, the cool thing about this is the black one, but we have bolded the lines. All right. So they look exactly like this and they're extra bolded. And just as you go through your day, just write your notes down and then transfer them to your calendar if you need to. But this comes in black. We're taking pre-orders on it now. We also, my favorite, we have it in white. Same thing. You're going to go through the same thing, same paper. And then where did I put it? I'm really excited about this. And I brought it up here to show you. And what did I do with it? Anyway, I'll find it, but we have magnet pads and they're in a 3-pack. So if you're like me and you like magnet pads just to write things on, look at them on the website. They're 3-pack and they're refocus on the go. And I thought I had them. Okay. So this shows you guys my life a little bit, right? And then lastly, one thing I do want to show you is the other thing. If you haven't gotten a password book, you're missing out. This is like our large one. And where's our, I'm going to show you another size. This is the large one. This is the one I use because I can find it. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not going to write down my passwords because somebody might get a hold of it. Tomorrow, we're going to be sending you every time you purchase a password book, we have a methodology. We are going to email it to you once you purchase this off of our website, which is refocus.com. So check that out. We got a lot of other products that I think you'll like too. But the other thing is just a couple of things I want to share with you. So some things that help me is decisions. I'm terrible at making decisions. I can make a decision in business like that. But if I have, this sounds crazy. If I have 20 pairs of shoes in front of me, I will sit there and I will debate them. Okay. Whether I really need them or should purchase them. It's weird. I know. And then the other thing is like planning dinners, right? And I'm not that girl. Like I wish I was better at that, right? So again, it's all planning. So if you can plan earlier in the day and write all these things down and write down what you've got to get done first. I have a project right now that I've been putting off and putting off and putting off. Tomorrow morning, it's on my calendar. I'm doing it first thing. I'm not speaking to anyone. I am, it's got to get done. It will get done tomorrow. And you got to set those goals for yourself. Okay. So I've got more suggestions, more ideas, but no matter what you're going through, don't forget to stop, take a moment and refocus. Oh, and plus one more thing, on our pre-sale for International Women's Day, for all of the awesome women out there, if you purchase one of our products on our website, you're going to get a refocus bag. So that's free. So it's a gift with purchase and you'll find out more about that shortly. So, but have a great evening and have a great time with your family. If you have children, I beg you, take about 10 to 15 minutes and just hug them, ask them how their day was, and give them a compliment. Especially if you've got kids with ADHD. I have ADHD. I have a kid with ADHD. I had a kid with ADHD. He's 23 now. They get more, they always say more yeses than nos. And I was guilty of that because we want our kids to be better. But looking back, say yes more, take time more. And I think I hope, but I think I was a good parent. I looked at some videos that I used to do with my son, and honestly, every night was a concert because we played a lot. So, but anyway, give your kids just a little bit of time, no matter how tired you are, you will be blessed by it. So, thank you always for your support. If you're looking for focus products, check us out there. Refocus.com, and also our podcast, Refocus with Angela, and refocuscareers.com/podcast. Have a great night.